Hello, welcome back. I believe we're on part 4? 3 or 4, I'm not sure now. But let's make some base pages. So to start off, I measured the pages. I measured what size I wanted my pages in the last video, and I made a template so that I would know where to poke my holes and what size I wanted my pages. So my base page is going to be 6 3/4 by 9 1/4. So to start off, what I did is I took an 8 1/2 by 11 sheet of paper. I placed it on my score board with the 8 1/2 across the top, and I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch, and I'm going to score it at 7 1/4. Whoops. And then I'm going to turn it so that the 1/2 inch is at the bottom, and I'm going to score it at 9 1/4. Really simple score marks. Okay, let's do it one more time. I think I'm making 7 base pages. So I'm scoring it at 1/2 inch and 7 1/4. Turn it with the 1/2 inch at the bottom, and I'm going to score it at 9 1/4, just like so. And that's that. I've already scored all the rest of my pages when I was trying to decide. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did 7. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is, you can do this part with your scissors or with an X-Acto knife or whatever you prefer. I'm putting it in my score, in my cutter, with the 1/2 inch on the cut there, and I'm just going to cut down to there. So this part is going to stay attached. And then I'm going to remove that. Just like so. Nice and simple. And I left that on there, and I just cut it off at an angle, so I have a little tiny angle on the edge of that. Okay. Then I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to remove part of the square. I'm cutting a 1/2 inch away. I shouldn't have done it with cream colored paper. I'll show you. I'll cut it so that you can see. So I'm going to cut these at an angle, and this is what I have there. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. That's how we're going to prepare our pages. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and do that to all of our pages. I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to remove the 1/2 inch from the one side, and then I'm going to cut it off just like that. And then I'm going to cut a 1/2 inch away from the score mark, and then I'm going to remove that part. Just like that. Simple so far. I decided that I wanted to keep it simple. Turn it over, remove half, or remove part of it, And then just to make it easier, angle those. Okay. Because our pages are so big, this is obviously going to use up a whole lot of paper. We're going to have just for each one base page, just for the bottom part of the page, we're going to be using a whole 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And then because of the measurements, it's going to use more than the normal amount of decorative paper too. So be prepared to use paper on this one. That's one of the reasons why I chose to use a paper pack or a paper pad that I got from Walmart, or not Walmart, I got it from Michael's, and I like them because you do get a ton of paper in them, and if you use your coupon or you get it when it's on sale, you get it for very inexpensive. I didn't realize I'm so far off the page. I'm sorry. Let me bring it in here a little bit better. Alright. Last one here. I'm just going to cut off my 1/2 inch again. And then remove that. Just corner that, and I'm leaving a 1/2 inch there, and angling that. So now that's what we have to start with. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is do these folds. Now this side right here where we cut off the 1/2 inch, that's going to be where we do our holes. That's where that's going to be the binding side. So I'm folding in my tabs, and then I'm going to fold this bottom part here up, and this is going to create a pocket. Okay, just a little pocket, just because there was that much left on it and I didn't really want to waste it, so I decided I wanted to create a pocket with it. And it still gives me a lot of the page to have a picture on there, and then I can still have a pocket for a tab or something. Sorry about that. Looks like my dog's gonna bark. Okay, then we're gonna fold. Billy, what's wrong? Come here, Billy. We're gonna just fold this tab behind. Okay, so this is what our page looks like so far. Jeez, I need to lessen the brightness here a little bit. This is what it looks like so far. Sorry, it's so bright. Billy! Billy! Quit being so naughty. Okay, anyway, so that's what you're going to do to all of your pages right now. Okay, you can stick these down if you want to, and if you don't want to have a pocket, you could just cut this off too. I decided that I wanted to have a pocket. After we do that, then the next step is going to be to create a flap. What I'm going to do is put another flap on here that will flap open on the back side. But we can't make it the full size of this, because if we do that, then it will overlap our holes, and it can't do that with the kind of what we're using to bind it. So what I want to do here is I'm just going to use a little pencil, and I'm going to draw in, I just colored in my holes there, and I'm going to measure from the edge to my hole, and it looks like we have about 6 1/4 before it would touch the rings. So I could choose to go with 6 if I wanted it a little bit smaller, or 6 1/4, and I think I'm going to go with 6 for this side. So that means for my flap on the back side, I need to cut it to 6 by 9 1/4. I'm just going to write that on the flap because it won't show. So 6 by 9 1/4, okay? Now I'm going to do that to all of these, and then I will come back and do more.